Hey everybody, welcome back to Midnight Suns. Hope you had some good holidays. I am back at home for a couple of days, and then I'm gone again for a few days, and then things are back to normal for a while. But I've lots going on in January. It's crazy. Not the norm, but fun times. We've got a defeat heavy enemies mission here. It's led by Spider-Man. We want to go here for the credits. We're going to try to play 3 Spider-Man skill abilities here for arcane keys. And because we're trying to work on friendships for the people we don't have the max levels for, we're taking Wolverine along on this one. And here's the deck. So Spider-Man, we're going to go Chain Strike, Opportunist, Spider Sense, Web Slinger, Double Thwip up here, and Web Throw. The reason we want to do these thwips is to combo with the Hunter. We took out any of the quick cards because it's a heavy enemies mission. The only troubling thing is that we're going to need to rely on Web Slinger, Spider Sense, and Opportunist for his skill abilities for the challenge. So that might be a bit tough, but we'll see what happens. Hunter-wise, we're going Last Sight, Double Merciless for the extra damage on binds. I'm taking a Wild Strike here just because of the damage output. A couple Mindbenders and Annihilation, and I brought the Mindbreaker in case I can weave it in early on in combat. I think it'll be very powerful. As combat goes on, it's going to be less powerful. But I thought I would bring it anyways as a fun one. And then for Wolverine, we've got double chain swipes, lethal pounce, berserk, rapid healing, stink of fear, piercing slash if the target has block, and eviscerate. And I feel like pretty good chance we're going to see some units with block here based on the mission type. So it should be all right. Battlefield Scanner Mark II, Blessed Relic, and Utility Belt. Sure. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. I think Wolverine, yeah, I mean, he's probably at the lower end of my tier list if I had to make one. But his Midnight Suns heroic ability is really powerful, so getting that would be kinda nice.
Understood.
Okay. I was just about to say, if we can get a Last Sight here, we might be in business. And I am in business, because almost everybody is targeting the Hunter. So that part's pretty good. I'm seeing a nice little Wild Strike setup here, where we can just do a big chunk of damage. I don't know if I should... I don't have any bleeding, so I would need like a Mindbender, Mindbreaker kind of situation on these guys. But I can't use that as my last card play. I have to use Last Sight here. How do we want to open this up? This is my Last Sight attack over here on the Shadow Hound. Let's see if we can draw into anything that would give us easy heroism. Web Throw is good. Stink of Fear I want to save. And I have an early Mindbreaker here, so it could be helpful. Oh, I also see that we've got this weird stack happening. And this has happened like a bunch of missions in a row now, hasn't it? Let's redraw Web Throw here. Okay, so extra chain swipes. On redraw, gain a resist. And this one would get us to draw a card. All right, so I'm looking at Wild Striking, probably the Guardian, just because he's so beefy. But, like, we also have this guy, who I could cut in half, and then he'll split in half. I almost feel like maybe that's the way I go, because he's going to start cloning this guy, and that's going to be a bit of a problem.
No mercy for the servants. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for the minions. That clearly passed.
Okay. Now, how much is this? 230. Not quite enough to KO, and they're both targeting Hunter again. We could go Stink of Fear here. But I don't know if that's totally necessary, because we're able to negate all of this. This one will at least have us draw a card, which is kind of nice. I could redraw this next turn to build a resist, and then go into Stink of Fear. Problem is, who am I going to put this on? I guess if I'm only leaving one of the hounds, like we've got two potentially here, but it is going to taunt someone if we choose to do it that way. That's kind of tempting. We could have Spider-Man come over and drop it, but I think keeping the heroism building is kind of nice too. He's already attacking Wolverine, so I think we let this one just continue doing that. And we'll put a little bit of extra damage in there.
Bad luck for you, bud.
Okay, so I think he's max level now.
After all these years.
That'll do. We drew the Thwip. Alright. So Hunter Last Sight's here. Or, you know what? Just for ease of execution. Of my next move, I'm gonna do this.
Your time has come.
I was looking to knock that guy into something, but I'm gonna do this instead. Okay, let's let this rock. Wolverine's the only one taking a hit here. Now, little bit of an... Ooh, nice. Little bit of an issue there. Funny enough, this guy isn't putting up any blocks, so Piercing Slash not going to be ideal. Now they're going Spider-Man, which is a little bit scarier. That said, we have a nice Mind Breaker. And I'm thinking we put it on these guys, so they start spreading that bleed around. And this is only going to happen on their action. So we do have to make sure that we move out of the way. A 400 Annihilation's not bad either, though. Like, I could go... How big is this looking? I mean, I could hit 3. I could hit 3 there. But, like, Spider-Man's in pretty big trouble here. And so is he. If we don't cure that bleed. And then if I do cure that bleed, it makes getting away from this guy a little tougher. So then I'd probably end up having to target here. But then Wolverine's getting attacked by both, regardless. Let me do this. I'm going to redraw the Thwip for the heroism. I'm going to... Okay, I like that. I like that. We're going to redraw Chain Swipes for the resist. Got an Eviscerate here. Okay. See, I think something like this could be decent. Because it's going to apply weak to all of the ones that we're targeting anyways. That saves the Hunter a bit. He's already getting targeted there. But I still need to save a move to go and cleanse him. Spider-Man would gain a resist here. That could be really helpful. But, like, Wolverine can't tank these 3 hits, I don't think. So even if I taunt more away, that's actually going to be worse for me. Spider-Man gaining a resist could be quite nice. He maybe survives this. Annihilation's up to 500. One more heroism and I could clear at least 2 of the hounds that are targeting him. Or I could try to get this up to 8 heroism and we clear out this guy temporarily. And the splitter. It's not bad. And I could kind of do that. Let's play the spider sense for the resist anyway. This takes us to 7.
This should help.
Oh, this is tempting. This is tempting. This could help me clear quite a bit. Potentially. Well, could it? Honestly, I don't know. I like this, but again, like if I'm building up for the annihilation anyways on these 3, then I can do it regardless. I could take these 3 and let the splitter do whatever he wants. I can't get both of those hounds in there. And then we have this hero combo, but I don't think this is that valuable in this situation. So we got 2 cards. How do we save Wolverine here? I'm not sure that we do, unless we're able to get bleed on somebody else, and I don't see that happening. I could try drawing a bunch of cards to see if we can get like a free mindbender, just get some damage going.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Okay, double merciless there. And we don't have any thwips in hand.
The advantage is mine.
Okay, and we maxed out our hand size as well. Okay, here we go. Oh, we don't have any redraws. Oh, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. Could have concealed him. Okay, well that's out. We could do like a rapid healing here as one play. That takes us to 10 heroism, which is more than enough to do an annihilation on these 3. This one respawns, but then he's getting hit by 2. 1 with resist, so we still have to cure the bleed. But we get the extra heroism, which is kind of unnecessary. I don't think we're going to draw all these cards either. And I think I save this for next turn if he survives. Okay, so here's how I'm going to start. We're just going to cure this. This is a tough call. We could do this at 7. And then he's down to 57 health. Then I could do like an opportunist type thing. And start kicking boxes and that kind of thing. We could probably... I don't even know if we could stun over there. Oh, this doesn't feel awesome. This doesn't feel awesome at all. This does apply the weak to here. I know I'm taking a long time here, but I just have a lot of options I'm trying to work through. So if I wanted to just generate one more heroism, I could do it like that. I think I'm going to do Opportunist here. That helps me with the challenge. I have some extraneous damage here that's not going to be super helpful. So maybe let's look at this first. Don't think I'm going to hit both. I mean, there's a 34% chance that guy falls, which is kind of... It's higher than I thought it would be. Or 57% chance. We're just looking to kind of clear the board, if we could.
Here we go.
Oh, we take that. Yep. Okay. We still have 2 moves. That's irrelevant. Okay, that's really nice. So now we're going to resist one of these attacks. I think I'm going to jump over at this guy. Oh, and actually, I have shoves now, so hold on. We do have a shove because we gained extra moves, and yes, we used a cure, but we can shove. So what I could do is stun one of these guys. Or maybe I save that for this jump. Let's see what happens first. Because when this guy splits, I may be able to use a shove to clean it up.
Try this.
And I can still use environmental objects here to get down to, like, 7 heroism. Or 8 heroism for the annihilation. And who knows, maybe some of these guys even run into that spot. It didn't, but there we go. Now we have a shove for these 2. So that'll work. Now I could start dropping things or kicking things. Do we have anything lined up? This is kind of irrelevant because it accomplishes the same thing. We're going to spend all our heroism anyways, so there's not even a point in doing that. This is decent damage. But I wish I could get a knockdown attempt or something.
It's about time.
Okay. So now we'll throw the annihilation here to finish off this group.
It is time.
We've got no more splitters left. This guy's temporarily down. Obsidian Collar triggers. We have an attack on Wolverine from the big boy.
Just like old times.
We have an attack on Wolverine from here. He's going to resist 1. And then we're going to resist this hound attack. And I think that's okay.
Welcome assistance.
Our prize is at hand. By mother's hand.
Okay. So there's the resist. And here comes the wound. I mean, all things considered, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so we have now... Who's getting targeted? Wolverine's getting targeted. Hunter's getting targeted by 2. And this guy's just happy to be alive. Okay, so we have now the Berserk. So I could redraw and get Concealed. This is actually very tempting because we get the health benefit. We get the cure. And we get the 3 heroism. Or I could just keep him safe by redrawing. It's just that we have some some of his cards, but I guess we could just ditch those. Oh, nice. Okay. So if we Mindbender here, he starts bleeding. They're going to start targeting him. Then we could really just focus down this guy. Usually we see Mindbenders a lot earlier, but that took a while. That took a while. Okay. Let's get rid of the hero combo here. Nice. We have the thwip set up. This is overkill. But we're gonna do this to clear the hound. And on KO, we gain a resist there.
I'm going. Nice move, bub.
You had your chance to escape. Your mother abandons you.
All right. And then I don't think we want to hit anyone, really. Or I guess we could shove this guy. Oh, no. That's right. Let's cure the corruption here. We'll drop a box. Very small chance that that doesn't cost us anything, but never know. Not today. I was worried about this mission because our damage output is relatively low with this group. He's gonna be taking tons of bleed damage here.
Could probably use a hand.
Okay. We're gonna go rapid healing now. I think. Mindbreaker's not gonna be something we play at this point. Mindbender, though. Looking pretty nice. He's already bleeding, so I think we can get him to start taking down these guys. Or we could just get 2 more attacks on him. Let's get him to hit them. We still need to play one more Spider-Man skill card, I believe. God, that's so satisfying having the enemy just knock their own dudes down. Like, I absolutely love it.
This shall be of great help.
Okay. Let's redraw and eviscerate here. It's not quite it. So we're gonna resist the attack at least. That's not a problem. And I still have 3 card plays. Let's get him healed.
Your fate is sealed. Loyalty to the mother of demons will be your undoing.
And then I could go lethal pounce here to get strengthened, but that doesn't really help. And I don't know that I want to taunt anybody, but I could taunt him. Only so that we get the counter, which is a little bit of extra damage. But Hunter, if we're very lucky here... Oh, there's no... Okay, never mind. We don't have an instant KO chance there. Alright, let's taunt him. We don't have the resist, but whatever. I love the animation. And we get to attack him a little bit.
You looking at me?
And then here... I don't think we have a way to do anything that useful. Huh. It's interesting, I just noticed the little icon there. So I'm wondering if, when these guys are downed, if you had a knockback quick card, if you'd get that play for free because that's counting that as a down again. It's kind of interesting. Okay, I still need a Spider-Man ability now. So I have to redraw through to get one. That's fine. We've had worse. Okay, 125. On the bleed, I think he's gonna die. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That'll work. Oh, Web Slinger. Absolutely perfect. I don't know if that's gonna be enough for Chain Strike. 180? No, it's not. But I wonder... I mean, this would take one. Let's do that. We'll Chain Strike like this.
Oh, this should be good. Our pact will not be broken.
And then we'll finish with a big fat hero combo.
Move with me.
Nice assist.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Okay. There was a, what was that, like, second turn, maybe even first turn, where I felt like, oh my god, this is taking a long time, but it paid off with the 3. That's nice. Especially when I come back from a few days off of playing, I'm like, that feels good. That feels good. Okay, beautiful. So I think our next mission is a story Wolverine mission. My guess is that we're kind of finalizing some of the bosses and like getting rid of them completely. So I'm imagining a Sabretooth situation. Okay, so our hangouts now, we need to focus on...
That's a hunter.
We need to focus on these two.
The best there is at what I do, but you're right behind me.
Uh-huh, yep, that is definitely something.
I think it's telling that not even Hydra wants to mess with Staten Island.
Let's go stargazing with Spider-Man.
I've been here for such a short time, and I feel like this is a better education than I'm receiving at Empire State.
You attend school.
Yeah, grad school. But I meant all the superhero stuff. Before this, I've had to figure out everything on my own. Here, I have access to 2 whole superhero teams, each with their own way of doing things. It's eye-opening.
You are teaching all of us a few new tricks.
And some better smack talk. But that's no superpower. It's mostly queens. So what's your preference? I heard you spent much of your life working solo. Is the team cramping your style?
I learned to fight alongside a team before my death.
Really? Were they butt-kicking Puritans?
More like a precursor to the Midnight Suns.
You're not kidding. You fought with action pilgrims.
I would rather have a team beside me than Lilin surrounding me.
Is that your catchphrase? Or did it belong to Goody Hatbuckle?
Who is Goody
You're
Hatbuckle?
really fixating on this.
I'm just mad there was never a movie about the Mayflower Avengers.
Okay, we have a couple things for him, I think. Hulk, Madripoor in pictures. Advanced photography we can give. Let's just do that. Okay,
It's
love
not
the
even my
activity,
birthday.
love the legendary
Wait,
gift,
what day
plus
is it?
20 friendship there. Summer's lovin', model student. Okay. Okay. Take that. And let's go Summer's lovin'. Cyclops was right. Beautiful. Okay. Charlie's actually in our room for once. Okay, so we have all of Strange's palettes to get.
Good girl, Charlie.
But I guess we can just get him out of anything if that's all that's left, right? So let's maybe try some of the rares to get a combat bonus. Greater healing salve. We'll do this until we stop getting rewards, I think. Try this one. Perfect. I'll take that. And we only got 2 out of that, so we're probably done.
It has been a while since I have seen you here, Sarah.
I guess when you live forever, places of worship take on a different significance. It doesn't seem so important to turn to a high power when you're not faced with the inevitability of death. But now, death, to even us immortals, is becoming an inescapable inevitability. So here I am, asking for guidance. But the Elder Gods are long gone. Only whispers of their power remain. So I've been sitting here quietly, trying to listen to whatever advice they have to offer, if any.
Well, I do not think they would advise you to sit here and wonder about what they would or would not say. They would want you to act.
Yes, but act how? Perhaps I should be asking Agatha. She would know better than I on what to do. Her spirit has only made herself known for one night, and she's already done more to heal the wounds of this team than I have in 6 months.
That probably feels a bit bad, too.
Do not be so hard on yourself. You have been focused on the mission.
Yes, but I feel like I've neglected the well-being of my team.
No, Sarah. You have been keeping us alive. There will be plenty of time for more healing after we defeat Lilith. I do hope we get that chance.
If we survive, I hope to learn more soft skills from her. She was always the more maternal one out of the 2 of us.
I will not argue with you there. Well, I should leave you to your prayers.
Let's hope someone answers them.
I don't know if any of you guys saw it,
Hunter,
but
I'd like to be left alone to my thoughts now.
there was this thread on Reddit talking about how Caretaker's, like, awful. And, like, I could see a lot of their points where, you know, she's kind of bounces between, oh, yeah, let's go and stop your mother, and then, like, just dump it on the team sometimes. But I will say, having that vibe that creates a lot of strong opinions about you, I think is generally favorable. And she's a memorable character, if nothing else. All heroic cards in the starting hand cost 0 heroism. Interesting. Okay, Peter, let's level.
Wow, the books in this place are something else. Did you know that there is an entire section about spiders and the occult?
I have met some of those shape-shifting spider humans. One moment you are having a pleasant conversation, the next you are being attacked by thousands of ravenous spiderlings.
Wait, you do know I would never attack you, right? I mean, I don't know if I can even make spiderlings. Huh, probably not. Actually, all this reading got me thinking, and there is something I wanted to run by you. With my spider roots, and the spiders being so occult adjacent, apparently, who knew, I can maybe be a good fit for the Midnight Suns.
I'd love that.
I'm not asking you to pull any strings for me or anything like that. I just want your honest opinion as a friend. Do you think I'd make a good candidate?
I think you have the potential of being a good candidate, but I cannot speak for the rest of the Suns. You will have to prove yourself to them first.
That's the plan. I don't want anyone to think I was expecting any special treatment or anything.
Good, because no special treatment will be given.
One last question.
Yes?
If I read these books here, I'm not summoning any demons or evil spirits, right?
Have you been reading them aloud?
No?
Do not open your door to any knock that sounds unnatural or inhuman, and you should be fine.
No inhuman knocks. Got it.
Tell Strange the same thing. Okay, so he's at 17 on 25 already for the next one, so that's cool. I'm gonna try my best to get as many people to level 5 as possible. Probably in the order of their current friendship, I guess.
Don't tell me. Red Skull's plans for Wundagore monorail.
Close. Red Skull dug them back in World War II, but where they go, well, we're not sure. Yet.
There are some hints in Crossbone's data that a few of the tunnels might even be older.
How much do we trust Crossbone's data?
I trust it enough to investigate and launch reconnaissance. Up for a little smash and grab, Logan?
I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special. Except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain.
We know you're strong enough to take it.
Want in on the action, Steve?
Negative. I need to poke around Crossbone's hard drive. There's still encryption I can't crack.
Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin? She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news. Dating Crossbones is proof of that pudding.
That's right. I wonder what kind of murder sonnets those two deranged lovebirds wrote to each other. But while it would make some titillating nightmare fuel, we have bigger fish to fry.
I wonder what they do on
And
dates.
it's a big old doozy of a fish. Something called Project Gottmorder.
Based on my limited German, that sounds promising.
Agreed. Only it could be nothing. Red Skull doled out fancy names left and right. I think the answer's here, in Crossbone's data.
What we do know is that these tunnels go somewhere. And Hydra's hiding something. Something potentially big.
Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. Into the Hydra nest we go.
Okay. Let me help
Hope
Steve
you're not
first.
You're headed into unsecured tunnels beneath Mount Wundagore with Wolverine as your guide. I'd understand if you've got some worries.
Wolverine knows what he is doing, but how can we trust the information we are acting on?
Yeah, I'm wrestling with that one myself. The maps look legitimate, but why Crossbones gave them to us is still a mystery. Maybe you and Logan can solve it.
What was Logan saying about someone named Sin?
Ah, yes. She's a member of Red Skull's family. I've tangled with her a few times. She's a chip off the old block, minus the giant red skull, of course.
Do you think she knows about this Project Gottmorder?
I have no doubts. I caught her trying to raid a museum for some of Red Skull's artifacts. If Crossbones was going to give his intel to anyone besides Lilith, it would have been her.
But he did not. He gave it to you.
Right. And that leaves us little choice. If we don't find this Project Gottmorder, it's only a matter of time before Sin does. Good luck out there.
Okay, he
can I
wants us
ask
to
a favor?
upgrade a light hunter ability. Now, I said I wasn't going to do this the last bunch of times, but, like, it just keeps prompting us with this. So, we need the friendship XP.
Maybe
We'll just
Crossbones
do
underwent a
it.
change of heart.
We'll just do it, okay?
Now,
I don't even know what I have.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
Nothing. I have to go craft a bunch
Warm
of
up
stuff.
time, everybody.
Okay, let's send Cap in here, because he can't go out with that. Sparring
Alright then.
is who? We're going to focus on friendship here. Starts with block. We could give this to him. It'll put him into the next threshold.
Nice match, kid.
I think. Oh, maybe it didn't. Yeah, it did. Okay, sweet. Let's see. The only light card we have here is heal.
How can we help you, Hunter?
All right, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you transform it into something useful.
Let's salvage some rares here.
Welcome to... Got any blueprints for us?
I guess I'll just make another heal. How much essence do I have? Okay, hold on. Do I have a light attack? I do. Let's use this.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
Another tool in our fight against Lilith.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Okay, the web throw that we have is upgraded and modded. Is Stink of Fear modded? It's not, but neither is this one. Dark Heal draws a card. Currently, it gives exhaust. Or, sorry, exhaust. It gives resist, I believe, when we bring it. Piercing Slash that applies vulnerable is pretty cool. We don't even have this upgraded anyway. And then...
I feel like I could automate this process.
Let's
and take
redraw one
myself
of
out the
these.
loop here.
Okay. We'll take the web throw heroic and salvage it.
Until next time.
And then Wolverine, let's throw this one in. Okay. I'm also going to buy some of those cards that we used. If I can. Here we go.
This should be useful.
We have 2 Phoenix Flames. I think that's fine. This is out of stock for 1 day. That's okay. I'm gonna interrupt.
You're looking well, Hunter. Forgive me if I'm being too nosy, Hunter, but I'm curious to know what you think of this modern world you find yourself in.
You want honesty?
I would settle for nothing less.
I mean, everyone I meet seems polite and kind. Life seems easier now, but I miss the world as I knew it.
Was it really a simpler time?
It was a harder time. We certainly did not have the time or energy to have conversations like this.
Yes, well, I was merely curious.
How do you hope to keep up with everything happening these days?
I do not concern myself with it too much. What's important will find its way to me. The rest will fall away on its own.
That seems wise.
It's still a big world, Hunter. If you try to focus on everything, you will only get lost. Please excuse me.
It's a little,
Let's be more careful,
I don't know. If it's meant to, the whole it's meant to be thing. Sometimes you feel that way, like you'll say that to kind of make yourself feel better, but I don't know if that's how life truly is.
If practice makes perfect.
New and improved.
Okay, let's upgrade the piercing slash. That also applies vulnerable.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
Opportunist draws the last attack played, but we have the one that generates the 3 heroism. This one gives block. I think the other one gives cure or resist. Which fire on redraw gain 125 block. Yeah, I don't think we need to upgrade those.
Hey there.
Hopefully we get away
Awesome.
from
Thanks, Hunter.
these in the future, because I'd like to stick with dark as much as possible. Even though we're not going to play this, it's still like I feel like it throws off my balance, you know? I don't want it to throw off my balance. We can get those darks back easy, but oh, modded regroup. I guess we got both, yeah. And we got a compliment too. So that's cool. This is nice, actually.
Sending your friends out to fight isn't the
With the
easiest
bleed.
cho- See you soon.
Okay, magic. So I'm thinking we switch out Soul Blast for the modded kick here that applies bleed. But I'm going to go upgrade that as well.
Let's do this.
Just give me.
And then for Captain Marvel, regroup is very, very nice. What would we replace here? I feel like I don't get to play Bring It On that much. It's just so hard to get her binary going, you know? Let's throw this in for now, but we'll make a better decision when we actually take her out.
If we're really going into those tunnels underneath Mount Wundagore, get ready for some good old-fashioned grime and slime.
Are you
Sounds
saying
hot.
the Red Skull did not value comfort?
The guy was a Nazi whose head was the color of an inflamed big toe. I doubt he was trucking in lacy throw pillows down there.
I will adjust my expectations.
The map we have is pretty loose, but luckily, you're gonna have me leading the way. So don't worry about getting stuck or lost.
We have a partial map. I think I can handle myself. I am known as the Hunter, after all.
Sure, a partial map will get you partially there. But when you're stuck in a Nazi trap and you're surrounded by whatever's been lurking down there since Red Skull turned off the lights, it may be a good idea to have old Wolverine along. Not that you'll need me, of course.
With
I need
luck,
cannon
we will
fodder.
learn the skull's secrets quickly.
Just kidding.
Yeah, it'll be good to see what the old bonehead was up to.
You talk as though you knew him.
It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war. The skull was definitely on our radar. As nasty as you'd expect. Obsessed with the occult.
And this Project Gottmorder?
That's new to me. Hopefully it lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar.
Nice.
I am not in the mood to joke with you, Logan.
Yeah, no worries. I do this to entertain myself. You don't have to listen. Even though I'm hilarious.
Truthfully, the Gottmorder makes me nervous.
Whatever it is, I hope we can get it out of there. I don't want to spend more time in those tunnels than I have to.
On that, we can agree.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Okay.
There's nothing better than a bunch of spooky tunnels.
So who am I going to drop this compliment on? Let's just take a quick look here. So he's leveling. Wolverine is also leveling. I could hit Spider-Man to get him close to 4. Maybe I'll do that.
Hooray!
Hey, you're doing a good job out here, man.
Can we please stop the workout now?
Okay, so let's see. We don't have to go to the main mission next, but let's see what the rewards are like. It's going to be hard to turn down legendary blueprints if we find those. Legendary intel, artifact, epic blueprints. Okay, so nothing stands out as like, oh, I must go for that. So I think we could go back door here. The data drive that Crossbones shares puts Wolverine and Hunter on the decades-old trail of the Red Skull. And then if we play 5 Hunter abilities, we can get an overdrive serum, which would be really cool. All right, awesome. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one with Wolverine. Bye for now.